Now, it's taboo in many countries, and that subject of menstruation has many myths surrounding it. In fact, in Malagasy, the word for period, fadimbolana, even means taboo. But change is coming from surprising quarters. The Boy Scouts. One scoutmaster believes that to get rid of taboo, boys as well as girls need to talk about periods. From Madagascar, Tulanana Bohela reports.
Making mayonnaise is something Karen does quite often. But for many years, she believed she wasn't allowed to do it when she was on her period.
After I got my period for the first time, my aunt told me not to make mayonnaise because she said it would curdle.
Karen is from Madagascar, where there are many different myths about what you can and can't do during your period. Here, Bernadette weeds the carrot near her home. Courgettes are growing in the next field, but she has always avoided walking through that crop during her period because she thinks it would make them rot.
Courgettes and pumpkins, you can't walk through them. If you walk through them during your period, the seeds will rot.
Marie Georgette says having a shower during her period is strictly forbidden.
I have never taken a shower during my period. We don't shower because the water may enter the body and provoke more bleeding. My grandfather told me that this was the culture from our ancestors and children must respect it.
An effort to combat these myths is coming from the most unlikely of people, the Scouts. Lahach is a scoutmaster. He's also a science teacher, so he can draw a uterus at a moment's notice. Until now, it's been a taboo to talk about periods with men. But he wants this to change. He thinks that for the myths to disappear, boys also need to know the facts.
They should understand that it is not taboo to talk about periods, because before people said it was taboo. Now we talk about what is the best way to keep clean during your period, because they will surely get married one day and they will teach their wives and children about keeping clean during their period.
Lahach is so determined to confront these myths, he even talks about periods with boys at their scout camps. He's particularly keen to explain that you should wash during your period and goes into great detail about how to do it. Lahach was asked by WaterAid to talk to his scout group. There are more than 50,000 scouts in Madagascar, and the NGO wants to use the network to spread the message. They say to improve menstrual hygiene, both boys and girls need to be involved. And maybe things are changing. After 7 years of having her period, Lahach's friend Karen decided to break the mayonnaise rule.
When I was 21, I tried making some mayonnaise because I was alone in the house and no one else could make it, so I did, and it didn't curdle.
Tulanana Bohela reporting from Madagascar.